brand, that is the way you come across as a person. Second is your professional brand. That means the way your product or service comes across. So which one do you think is more important among the two? Is it your personal brand that's important or your professional brand?
I think both.
Both.
Can we, so if we have to choose, if we have to pick up one thing, would it be possible? Can I say that my personal brand is more important than my professional?
No.
Or vice versa?
No.
It's not
Both are
possible.
actually equally important.
There cannot be a choice.
Personal one is important.
Okay, so on the personal front, it could be the personal one that is important. And to be honest, your personality reflects your brand and vice versa. So for example, if I am in an organization and I work as a corporate leader, what is it that I'm known for as a corporate leader? Am I known for my performance, or am I known for the way I deal with my people? What is it that I am showing to the world? So you see, in the world, there is something called as a worldview. All of us have a worldview of a lot of things. So for example, for me, a worldview, say, of the corporate has, so we all have a certain stereotype or a definition for corporates, right? This is how a corporate should be. I may have a different stereotype or a worldview of how an actor's life could be. I could have a different stereotype of how an entrepreneur's life would be. So all of us are looking and gauging everybody with a certain worldview. Now the point is, are you showing the world what they want to see? Or are you just going on your journey and not realizing the impact you may have on people?
Actually, we have no idea what are we doing.
We have no idea. A lot of times we don't know if we are making the right kind of impact. Yes, we are doing our bit, and I'm 100% sure that each one of us are giving our best wherever we are, in whatever it is we are doing. But somehow the results don't match the efforts. Have you felt that? That I'm doing so much, but I'm not getting as many opportunities as I should have got.
Actually, Karishma, there was a day, every day and night I used to think that the amount of efforts I'm putting, but I'm not getting the results.
Exactly.
I don't know, how is it happening and what is it, like, where am I going wrong? I actually didn't know.
So every time you get stuck in a position where you feel that, I'm doing my best, and still, even then, why am I not getting the visibility I deserve? Why am I not getting approached by people for the services I'm offering? And the next points that I'm going to show you, maybe we'll put in a little more spotlight as to, and maybe you can identify what is it that you have not been doing. Okay, so let's see the next point and let's see where that brings you. So you see this? Tetra packs in the market?
Yeah.
And you have chips packets in the market?
Yeah.
The taste is probably the same, the technology is the same, but what gets picked?
The package
It's the way you are packaged. It's the way your market value is up to you on how you increase it. Now, I could go around telling people that I am a professional speaker, I speak internationally, nationally, at pageants. But what if when they actually connect with me one-on-one, I am rude? Or what if there is an incongruence in the way my professional behavior is and personal behavior is? How are people going to find that confidence in this person who claims to be a speaker but fails in having a decent rapport or a relationship with somebody? So you see, there cannot be an incongruence in your personality and your professional behavior. So if I claim to say that I will be selling jewelry, or if I am the one who's talking about healthy baking products, I maybe also should have words around what am I selling. So your social media posts would first have to be telling people, what do you think about healthy baking products? Your social media posts or conversations you have could talk about what is your idea of jewel quality. If I am in a corporate world, or if I'm into corporate architecture, maybe I should talk very often about what do I think about different types of corporate architecture. If I am say for example in JP Morgan, what is it that I want people to know me for? If I am a health worker, what is it that I want people to know me for? So maybe it's time to focus on not just your duties and responsibilities and focus on yourself. What am I showing to people? And I will tell you for a matter of fact that I have gone through exactly what you all did at some point in time in my life. where I did feel I was putting in a lot of work, but I was just not getting the recognition, the visually, the everything I just wanted was not coming to me. And I actually did take help of somebody, and she did really help me analyze and realize, where am I going wrong? What is missing? Because I was always working the way I was, but somehow I was unable to project myself the worldview, what they wanted to see. So I had to work on my image, and I think building an image can go a long time. So I know that was long time ago. I did take assistance of somebody almost 12 years back, and even now it walks with me in every day of my life. And to an extent, I do have a lot of credit to give to this person who helped me, because she noticed a few things that I couldn't see. Sometimes you're a horse with the blinders, no? We can only see like this. And this perspective automatically comes from somebody from the outside. We'll never be able to see it.
Karishma, can I interrupt you?
Sure, Ajay, go ahead.
Will I be getting this recording? Because, whatever you say, we all understand, but it's very difficult to remember.
I understand. Yeah. So what I have done is I have gone live on my Facebook page on the webinar story. So this recording will be there on Facebook. So you can, view it whenever.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So let's see if you have been doing these things. And if you have been, maybe we should look at other do's as well. Are your talents, value, and purpose aligned? Is this point clear to all of you?
Yes. No.
Are your talents, values, and purpose aligned with each other? For example, let me give you an example, then maybe you'll be able to understand better. So, for example, my talent is talking. Okay? That I am able to talk to groups and people easily. That could be a talent for me. My value could be the fact that I'm an honest person and I like connecting with people on a very real basis. So authenticity is one of my values. My purpose is to now reach out with my authenticity and my talent to the people and bring in more knowledge of whatever I learn in my life into someone else's. So you see, my purpose, value, and talents are aligned. And hence maybe the success in creating a brand value. If these three are not interconnected, chances are people are going to find some incongruence. So if I'm a fantastic speaker, but I happen to be rude, or my value system doesn't say honesty and authenticity, or if they happen to find me fake, then how is it that my purpose of reaching out to individuals is solved? I will not be able to reach people if I'm not authentic. Then I'll be just another speaker available on YouTube, isn't it? I will not be able to make a difference. So are your purpose, values, and talents aligned? Maybe this is something you need to think about. I'm going to move on. Is this okay, or do we have any questions on this point, or should I move on to the next? Sorry?
Karishma, Surbhi.
Yes, Surbhi, yes. Okay, so let me mute people. Yeah, so let me mute everybody, and that should help.
Yeah, let's mute everyone. Yes.
Actually, there's a lot of disturbance also. You can mute everyone.
Okay, guys, can I please request you all to unmute yourself, and only when you have to say something, unmute yourself only when you have to say something. Is it okay now, Surbhi?
Yes, this is better.
Is this better, Surbhi?
Yes, it is better.
Okay, so any questions on this point, or should I move further?
No, so I was actually asking a question.
Sure.
So you definitely mentioned that your talents, values, and purposes have to be aligned. And this is for just wondering, does the purpose remain the same always, or the purpose change, or can change?
That's a brilliant question, and I must say that it takes a lot of maturity to even realize that. So yes, purpose changes every now and then, and it's not going to be the same for everybody though. It could be that for somebody the purpose just remains the same, and it could be a very individualistic thing that the purpose may change. So let me tell you, at some point in time when I got into the beauty pageant industry, again my purpose was not to reach out and start pageant training. My purpose was winning. And even then, my value system and my talent had to be aligned to meet that purpose. So even then, my talent of the fact that I could be confidently representing myself on a stage, along with my value system of being competitive in the right spirit, had to be there to win. You see, no matter what the purpose is, your value and your talents has to have some congruence. Because if there is incongruence in that, there's a possibility that you are always going to feel that you're not able to reach out to the people the way you want to and the way you should. Have I answered your question, Surbhi?
Yes, that was it. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next point, and we will again, go through each one of them in detail. Just let's go through the whole point before we do that. Point number 2 says your story, focus, and communication. Now, what do I mean by this? Very simply, what is your focus? What do you want to achieve? Is your goal clear? So if you want to be into healthy baking, for example, Malvika, is your goal clear that you want to only do healthy baking? Or are you also open to other baking? This is just an example.
So, okay, we'll talk about this later.
Yeah, so I'll come back. I'm just, going to be giving you an overview that
I get
if, for example, my focus is on training and communicating with people, then am I showing them the right things? So am I showing them regular baking, or I'm also showing them the fact that I love healthy food myself and what motivates me to do? Are you telling them your story of why this is interesting you? So you see, each one of us connect to each other only because of the stories that we all have. And if we are failing to communicate our story, we are not going to be able to stay focused on what we want to stay focused. So every
I
customer...
have one question.
Yes, please. Sure.
Yeah. I have to ask, what about if multi-talents are there?
Again,
Like in my case.
a brilliant question. So I truly believe that each one of us have a very short life to be doing only one thing. So I'll give you my own example. I model, I'm a trainer, I'm an individual coach, I write. So there are so many things I do, and there are multiple talents which I want to use. And it's perfectly okay to do that as far as they are aligned with your purpose and values.
Perfect. But how you'll brand different talents you are carrying with you to the world?
Again, a very good question. So all of us come with different talents, and every time you want to brand a different talent, you're going to require a new story.
Okay.
Very simply. So if I am right now branding and talking about my public speaking role, I will have to come up with a different story to talk about my pageant journey.
True.
Where I will have to
tell.
Yeah, go on.
What about outside world seeing you in a different place? How they will catch you like?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your question. Could you elaborate on that, please?
Yeah. Suppose I'm into computers, right? Next day I'm telling them, yeah, I'm a graphologer. I can tell you everything from your writing. I'm a numerologer. Different things. So how I will be portrayed in the world?
See, there are two theories to this. Theory number 1 says that riches are in niches. That means if you have been able to identify your niche and you only focus on that, there are possibility of it going big is really there. So my suggestion is that whatever brand you are establishing, let one brand get established. Then you can branch out. So for example, a Reliance Industry also at some point in time realized they can do electricity. They also realize they can do vegetables and fruits. And they can also realize that they didn't go into technology. So you see, we know Reliance for somebody who does everything for us. True? But it is about being able to position yourself in a way that people start thinking that this person is super capable of maybe achieving all of this. today when we talk about Reliance, we'll say, हाँ, Reliance ना, Reliance तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. You see?
Correct.
So we are only defined by our own limits if we want to. However, coming back to my point, if you want to reach out to people, they must know your story. Branding में story एक बहुत ही important चीज है. So if you realize Tata, so your Ratan Tata, his story was everywhere before he reached out to people with his products and services. And we are blessed to have social media as a medium to reach out to people. We have Instagram, we have Facebook. In their times, none of this was available. But we can use these platforms very effectively to tell people what my talents are, what your value system is. Now, it doesn't mean I start writing my biodata and biography on Facebook and Instagram. It could purely depend on posting one picture that talks about your values and talking about how, say for example, Ajay says that I love to see, and has a connection with traditional jewelry and how it is a family business for you and how it works really well. Or say for example, Archana can talk about her new job and what landed her there in the HR role. And Surbhi can talk about making her a company secretary and what keeps her there. Slowly and steadily, brands cannot be built overnight. It can take up to a month, 3 months, a year, it depends. And it can completely fail if you have not been able to be consistent in your branding. So the moment you lose consistency, you've lost the plot. That is the deal breaker when it comes to creating a brand. At any point in time, maybe in the lowest points of my life, if as a speaker, I end up demotivating someone, maybe just a low point in my life, I have lost everything I created. So no matter what you go through, you must keep your brand value intact. You can be human, yes, but that part of your human life, you may want to deal with it apart from your